Hello everybody, today we are in Trzęsacz with Przemek Lonyszyn, who is absolutely expert and he knows everything about this region, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
So Przemek, tell us, what is the Western Pomerania?
The problem with this question is quite huge because everybody has different interpretation about what really Western Pomerania is. If you ask people in Germany, they will think about Western Pomerania a completely different way than Poles. For Poland, Western Pomerania is the part of Polish coastline on the western, obviously, side of Poland. When we have cities like Świnoujście, when we have Kołobrzeg, also a very well-known city, or big cities like Szczecin, 400,000 inhabitants, they're quite large city in the region. That part of Poland, that's a part of Poland only since 1945. Earlier, that land belonged to Germany, to Sweden, Brandenburg, Saxony, Denmark, and to local dukes as well. So, if you'll ask me to whom really that land belongs to, I will not be able to answer you to this question. That's the most intriguing part of this region.
Okay, Przemku, we are in this quite special place, famous ruin of church in Trzęsacz. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
This place is special not only for this part of the land, but also for the whole Poland. That ruins that are right behind us right now were in every single geography book in elementary schools, showing the process of erosion that is happening to the cliffs at the Polish coastline. Because what we can see is just the final part of the wall of a medieval church built here, when? Late 13th century, the beginnings of 14th century. We don't know the exact date of the building, of the construction of this church. It was built more or less about 2 kilometers from the shoreline. And right now, we can see only the final southern part of the church. That shows that during those centuries, sea has eaten a lot of distance of the land between where that times the Baltic Sea was and where it is right now. So that shows not only the local history, but also it shows very much what is happening with the geography of this land, the whole processes that were happening, because here the erosion is very strong. On this part of the coastline, it is very significant. You can even calculate, come on, 6 centuries and we are talking about more or less 2,000 meters. So it's a very fast erosion over there. Of course, some years, some centuries, it was faster. Sometimes nothing was happening. But even I remember the last moment when the part of the wall collapsed down. It was 1993, 94, okay. I have to admit that I don't remember right now the exact year. But I remember that moment, and you know, the rumors that the final wall fell down. Yeah, it's just this most, how to describe this? It was a very sad moment, disastrous even for the local community. So everybody came here to check, but finally occurred. At least those 2 arcs are still there. We can see this, and only the rest of the wall fell down. But that moment that showed everybody here who is living how important it is in our tradition. Why I'm talking about this? Because earlier there were plans to move the ruins, to survive, or to protect them, to let them survive, just to move them inland. That was the idea about 3 decades ago, something like this. But, okay, would it be the same if that ruins will be over there?
No, at all. No.
Exactly. So that's why what it counts is when they are standing over there. at the border of the cliff, at the edge, exactly at the edge of the cliff, if you look at this from the other side, you will see that without human support, they will not be there anymore. So that was essential to protect them in this place. That costs, of course, a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of efforts. When the Maritime Office started to protect this part of land, it was 1999, the technologies that were used were completely innovative from the perspective of Polish coastal engineering.
See, yeah.
So that was a very special moment. We can see right now that it works. The use of gabions, terra mesh, and the pillars that are going 25 meters deep into the ground just to protect the whole construction, to create new foundation, artificial foundation for the ruins, to help them to withstand all the erosion processes. Because we are talking about, of course, shores, the energy coming from the sea, but also potential landslides because of weight, moisture, soils that could also have this effect that gravity will pull the ruin down. That's why this place is very special, showing history. History. I forgot to mention about it. This is important too. This is what it was, because it's not working anymore. That was one of the first churches here on these areas. The idea of Christianity were developing here very slowly. Of course, Poland belonged to, we started to talk about Christian Poland, that was the end of 10th century. But in reality, a lot of people living here, they were still pagans. They weren't interested in being Catholics. Christians. Yeah, that moment Christians, of course. So the Christianity came late. Yeah, conquering those areas pretty slowly. So that church was one of the first that really we know that were constructed here from the first wave of Christianity appearing in that areas.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like what we do, please leave us thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions regarding West Pomerania, Poland, we'll be happy to answer. Please leave it in the comment section. And see you on next episode. Bye.